Okay, today I thought I would wrap all the things that could be slightly controversial in one video. So this is going to be like pet peeves / unpopular opinion things. I don't know. Okay. People who do not properly warm up their horses or just kind of dismiss the walk work. I think mostly it's just a kind of an ignorance thing, because for a long time I rode at places where you pulled the horse out of the stall, you tacked the horse up, you walked into the arena, you got on, you walked half a lap, and you got right down to business with whatever you wanted the horse to do that day. Like 10 minutes. Get on your horse, start with a loose rein walk. You can gather up the reins, you can gather up contact, you can start things like, if your horse knows it, lateral work, collecting, extending at the walk. By the time you even start doing things like trot and canter and anything else you're trying to teach within the trot and canter, you're probably going to have a horse that's physically ready to go and mentally ready to go. Obviously, the exceptions are things like horses that carry so much tension that when you get on them, it's better just to let them trot and ask for a nice trot, rather than trying to ball them all up into like a contained explosive device. And then obviously your goal with those horses is to get them to a point where they are relaxed enough to start with your walk work. So I would just try that. If you don't do that, just try it. Just try getting on, walking for like 10 minutes and starting to look at the walk as if it is something that you're going to be judged on, even if maybe you're not a dressage rider, maybe you're just a jumper, maybe you're a hunter. But yeah, just try it. Other thing is just using tack because it looks cool, not knowing what it does. Rope halters are probably the biggest example. I mean, a lot of people like them because they look cool and they look simple, but then they don't realize that actually they're kind of pretty harsh compared to, and they have a purpose, a training purpose. I used one at first with my horse when he first came to me, but they're much sharper and quicker of a response because they are thinner, which means instead of being a big fat thing that's going to distribute all the pressure over the nose and the poll, it's going to be a little bit of a sharper pull, and then also the knots are on their face right next to nerve clusters. So, excuse me, good girl, bye-bye. Dog. My dog was basically feral, and so she is very strange. She has her own little dogness. On that note, tack that I hate and will never use, 100% nylon halters that are not breakaway. It's just not worth it to use them, like, at all. To tie horses with them, you just never know in an accident. And I have a story with that about my grandpa and a horse that didn't tie and a nylon halter and some death. So, okay, you know the people, and they're always spending a bunch of money on like sprays for their mane and their coat, make them extra shiny, and shampoos and conditioners, and they're always washing their horses, but the horse has like absolutely no muscle mass, is never worked, is never ridden, and is either like completely overweight or like underweight, and they're not doing anything to fix that. And then a big thing is the kind of people, and I think it's just people not also just being kind of ignorant, who think that everything that their horse does is a big thing about disrespecting them. Like, oh, he's disrespectful, shank. Like, I don't want to go into that. That's a whole other like video. But basically, people who rely so heavily on dominance theory that they can't, like, they're like so out of touch with their horses. I know a lot of people are going to be like totally opposite of me. That's you. This is me. I do not mind mixing black and brown tack. I know it's your money. If you have the money to spend, you can spend it however you want. This is like the least harmful thing, but still, when I see people collecting tack sets of different colors, I think like, I just see like dollars flying out the window. It's like, yeah, so just like continuing to ride in old helmets and not replacing them is another huge peeve of mine. It's a safety thing. I don't know. I'm always worried about safety. That's it for now. Thank you for watching my videos. If you liked what you saw, be sure to subscribe, hit like, and comment. Welcome to this episode of What I Bought at IKEA.